Hello to all the spirits. Today, Detective Lazaria is seeking spirits in this cemetery called Oak Hill Cemetery in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. There are two specific spirits that I've had sessions with already, so if they want to come in and join in the session, they can. But ideally, if you reside at Oak Hill Cemetery, please use the Spirit Talker app to tell me your name. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit start on it. Here's the cemetery in case you guys are unfamiliar. I see the activity on the EMF meter spiking, so someone's here. So this cemetery is very hard for people to film and take photos on or in. So maybe you haven't had a visitor come through. So if you want to also just say, hey, I'm here, you can. You can tap any of these cat balls that are clear, and they just light up when you do. Again, there's two specific souls that I've already had sessions with.
I made that sound.
Okay, well, I didn't hear a sound, so I do apologize for not hearing it. Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to add one more ball since I just have this empty space here. Oops. I don't know if that's the camera trying to focus on that turtle ball, which is the slower. A man is here?
A man here.
A man is here? Okay. Sorry for being all jumpy, but I wanted to add one more cat ball just because there was an empty spot. Okay, well, if there is a man and he resides at the Oak Hill Cemetery, can you please state your name? Especially if you have a good story. Again, this is Detective Lazaria. It's nice to meet you. There's 3,751 records in here. So, should be a spirit or two coming through. But these are the ones that I'm trying to let you know that I had a session with. You guys may remember. There is no headstone, unfortunately, for them. But if you guys remember me speaking of these two, that one, which is the mother, and the daughter, who was only 5. So again, I've already had a session with them, but I figured why not see if there's other spirits. Oh.
I made that sound.
Dang it. Again. Either you're making the sound and I'm not hearing it. So since I'm very hard of hearing apparently tonight, maybe if you can just tap a ball like that, it might help. I'll notice you that way. So I do apologize if you're trying to get my attention, because it looks like you're trying to with, I made that sound twice. And I'll go ahead and see if it triggers anything. Oh.
Crash.
You made a crashing sound? Or did you pass away in a car crash? If you passed away in a car crash, I might be able to see if it has anything in the bio with crash. No, unfortunately there is no. Maybe accident? No. Okay.
Killing.
So here's what happened here. We have can't pronounce that. Marguerite, who was only 2 to 3 years old, and it says right here that she died when her father's auto struck a post. So it said crash and killing. So maybe she's letting me know that she passed away. So 1926. Yeah. So apparently she's the one that passed away in the automobile accident. Everyone else lived. Her name wouldn't come through, I don't think. That name is very rare, especially the last name. So if this is you, I'm so sorry that you passed away so young. Again, all I did was type in auto, and it came up with that. Oh, now we've got somebody coming through. They're giving me hints.
Stroke.
Your father had a stroke at the time? Is that what caused the car to hit a post? Or maybe it was your mom? Did somebody in the family have a stroke and that's why you guys unfortunately reared off? Mom? Okay.
Mom.
It was your mom? Well, unfortunately, it just lets us know that she did survive, if she did have it. And she got to live to be 70. So here's what it's telling me. Maybe that this might be that Margaret, that had that auto crash that unfortunately killed her. And then there's a stroke that her mom may have had that caused the car to veer off. And interesting enough, she was pregnant, possibly, with a daughter, and then eventually 2 years later she had a son. The rumors are false?
The rumors are false.
Oh, is there something else that was being said about what happened and what caused the accident? So you're letting me know that what caused it was a health issue with your mom? So your mom was the one that didn't mean to. She couldn't control it. When you have a stroke, you lose your body mobility and your consciousness sometimes. And I'm sure your dad tried to help prevent it, but it was too late. And I take it she seemed to be okay, but I'm sure, it wasn't easy to lose her daughter. Well, she was just 3 years old and 3 months and 24 days. So apparently her mother and her father, with their names, which is very unique, are from a different country. So they traveled to be here. Past.
Past.
Yes, I'm assuming you're letting me know that she passed away, your mom? Or you're letting me know that you passed away in the accident due to your injuries. So I don't know. Syria? Yeah. Go up. Oh.
Go up.
Oh, I passed somebody. Hold on. So that's where it's from, by the way. I don't know how to say that, unfortunately. Go up. So well, here's their headstone, their family headstone, with her father, her mother, her, and then her siblings, some of them. Useless?
Useless.
Oh, it was useless trying to get my attention, and I veered off. Okay, let's see. It said I passed it. Go up. Okay, is this the dad who passed away a few 5 years later? Are you the one who had a stroke?
It's not just me.
Okay, so maybe you're letting me know that maybe both of them had it. And maybe that's why Abdo, I'm probably butchering his name, I'm sorry, passed away at that age, being 41 or 42, due to a stroke? So that might be the case. And then, like I said, maybe the wife was in the car too. Or maybe the little girl, Mr. Mom. So here you go. Again, he was 41. I could try to do ancestry, but by that time, I'll be lost in train of thought. Do you want me to confirm if he did pass away due to a stroke? For the dad? Abdo? Or just keep going? Because when it said go up, I mean, I was in this page. Okay. And by the way, if the little girl is here, I have a cap on the chair. It's a child chair. It's got Oogie Boogie Woogie, the ghost stuffy. You can just tap the cap ball. It's clear right next to it. It'll light up. It'll let me know you took a seat or you're about to take a seat. Again, don't feel that way.
Worthless.
Or they're making it seem like I'm worthless. I'm very lost. So either I passed something and then I said, wait, go up. No, that was useless. So I don't know. That's my theory, is that maybe her dad passed away. Due to that. So since it's a very rare name, shouldn't take me too long.
Devastation.
Do you feel that way if this is the parents because of your daughter passing away in the automobile crash? Oh, I have no clue what that is. Why do they make it so hard?
Macy.
Okay. Give me a second. So this is how he passed away. General peritonitis. I can't understand cursive with these people. So, but that's how it's letting me know something about chronic something. So, I don't know. If anybody can decipher that, let me know.
I was 70.
Okay, that would be the mom. Hold on, I got lost. So, I was 70. So maybe that's her. I don't know who Maisie is, but I'll look her up too. So is this one that said I was 70? Is that the mother of Margaret Haddad? The one that passed away very young in the automobile accident? Is this the mom who was 70? So I'm going to look up Maisie, but no, not Mary. Autocorrect. Macy. I don't have a Macy. So unless Macy is like a different way of putting a nickname for something, I don't have a Macy. Yep, I looked up in the middle name, no Macy. So I do apologize, I don't have a Macy. Oh, okay. Check it out.
Nobody talks to us.
Never mind, I just found this out. Macy is short for that, and her name is very similar to that. So was that your nickname? So again, the little child, which I'll get to in a second, as I realized. I mean, it's very similar, right? Just different spelling. So maybe they called her Macy because she was young? Is that what they called you because you were a young child and it was easier to say than that long word? I didn't put that together until now. I'm glad I Googled.
Patience.
Patients? So like in a hospital? Hmm. Okay, it says right here. So yes, can be short for that. Oh, that's more for that name. So there you have it. It could be. Well, can I just know that you guys are at peace together as a family? All in the afterlife, you're all together, despite the unfortunate that caused one of you to leave early in life and not have a really long life at all. This was indeed Maisie or Marguerite coming through, the child, the little one. If so, can you light up anything to confirm I am speaking to that one? All right. So like I said, I can't tell you how he passed away because of the cursive in his death certificate. Thank you, I guess.
You are wise.
Thank you. So I take it that means I found her? Because like I said, all I did was this. I typed in multiple things, first crash, then auto accident, and then auto, and that was the one that popped up. So I type in just accident, I get 2. I get this person who was only 21 from 1892 to 1913. His name is this right here, and I'll tell you the story in a second. And then here's the story. So he was unfortunately, accidentally, S-H-O-T, in the woods. But it was due to a hunting accident. Not on purpose.
Find my ashes.
Is this him by chance? The one I just showed? The one that passed away very young due to a hunting accident? I don't know. I feel like spirits can see what I'm doing and showing. Because when I did just literally a session before this with Annie Oakley, I was showing a photo of Sitting Bull.
How's your day?
And when I was showing that photo, within seconds, the EMF was going to yellow and then orange, then red. I'm like, what? And I kept saying his name and it just kept spiking. And then after I went away from the photo, it stopped. And it became just regular yellow. So that was kind of interesting. So I feel like they can totally see what I'm doing. But yes, like I said, if it's him who was only 21 and died in the hunting accident, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you were buried or cremated. Let me see. Oh shoot. So apparently his brother was electrocuted at well, he was electrocuted while working for an electric lighting company. Oh my God, I didn't know that. It's a good thing I looked at this. Wow. So here's the whole story, just so you guys can see it. And here's part of it I missed. So the very beginning, sorry. So again, my day's okay. Nobody's tapping cat balls, so I don't know if they're cursed again. It's been almost 2 weeks. It feels like it. Oh yes, I do have questions.
I guess you have questions.
So the first question is the person that got into hunting accident here? Can you light up anything to let me know? The one from Oak Hill Cemetery, who was buried there, who happened to have a hunting accident, and his brother ended up getting electrocuted at work. So if you are here, let me know. And actually, I don't know if he was. It just shows me a bunch of names very close up. But here's this. Oh wait, he passed away a year before him. So his brother passed away a year before him. Person?
Person.
So I did find the person. He is here. Okay, yeah, sorry, it was last year. The year before him. Okay. Sorry, I got a little tired. Otherwise, there is another one. He wasn't very young, but kind of young adult. There's Luther Adams. He was only 47, passed away. People.
People.
Interesting. So he was born almost to the 1800s. It was 1799, it says, to 1847. It was a fatal accident. He was thrown from his carriage on Tuesday. It was badly injured that he died at Wednesday night, and he left an interesting family to deplore his loss. Aw. Why do I feel like this is something I may have gone to? Otherwise, somebody had the same similar situation with a carriage. I mean, I know one of my viewers mentioned it, but this was way before that. Anyway, so I'm sorry for those. I'm upset.
I'm upset.
Well, I'm very sorry for your loss to those that passed away very tragically, or unfortunately tragically. Again, I just typed in accident, and those are the two that popped up. So I wasn't going to be on this session for very too long, but I got so far interesting things. So I don't know who's asking me about finding their ashes. And then it said, I guess you have questions. Again, I was checking to see if it was that person that I put on the screen. Then I got people, person, I'm like, okay, I don't know. Again, this is Detective Lazaria seeking spirits at Oak Hill Cemetery. So if they do happen to have a specific name, I could tie that person to, and it belongs in that cemetery. Awesome, I could find you that way. It's a far-fetched if you're telling me random things like I got lucky with Crash to put at least auto, and I felt like I may be onto something during that time. And so while I'm waiting for the next word to be put on the display, to the viewers, what do you guys think of my cat balls? Do you think it's a curse again? Do you think they're being cursed by someone? Something? Because again, after my family part 1 session, I haven't had any activity since. And I've done multiple shot. So that was him, the hunting accident. So you're letting me know you're coming through. Earl, is this you? You just put shot because you're saying I'm upset because you got shot. Again, he was unfortunately hit and passed away due to the injuries. So that feels like this is him because again, accidentally shot. And then, due to, I believe, a hunting incident. But he didn't survive his, the hit, Once it hits something like that, it's hard to say if they can come back. So there you go. Wait, did what? Oh, darn it. So, like I said, they tried to help him, but it was too much for his wounds to heal. Or at least, not heal, but stop bleeding. So he kind of like passed away to the injuries and bleeding out. But if it hit his kidneys in that area, yeah, it's very hard, especially during those times. Again, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm here to help you. If you need a prayer, I can say it after this. Do you want a prayer?
I like the lights.
That's good to know. I'm assuming you mean you like my capos? My candles? The 3 lights in the room? Or does this one see the light now? Maybe he's starting to see the light. So again, Earl, if you need a prayer, I can say one that can help you make you feel at peace if you don't feel like you are. And maybe you can finally break my Capal curse. Maybe. Or I can just maybe say the specific name. Sometimes that triggers it. No pun intended. Didn't mean to say that word considering what happened to him. Penelope Scott Brown.
Beautiful.
Well, either he's letting me know I'm beautiful or the light is beautiful. Maybe he's starting to see the light and it's a beautiful light. But yes, like I said, whenever I had a session with Penelope Scott Brown and her daughter Cora L. Brown, my cat balls would go off. So I just thought maybe they would light up the cat balls, but I don't know. Probably not. And again, her child got sick and unfortunately passed away at age 5. Scarlet fever. So like I said, I found out that I am speaking to Earl. I don't know if Earl has come through my spirit box in a long time. The name, I mean. So I do know it is in here. I just haven't seen it. Otherwise, maybe his brother can come through, which was, if he wants to say his middle name.
It was conjured.
It was conjured? I don't know what they mean. Is there something at the cemetery that was conjured? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some, nitwits did some stuff at the cemetery to you know, try to do something with a Ouija board or some ritual to cause something to come through, but that's all I can think of. Even though technically I would assume it's a voice.
Voice.
There was a voice that was conjured. Or did they use their, like, witchcraft voices to say some type of chant to produce something to be conjured? Like a spell? Or a ritual? I don't know. Okay. All right, like I said, if you can give me your name, whoever wants to be the last 2 or 3 people to be seeked in this cemetery, with your stories, please step up, or in this case, float up and tap a cat ball, or light up the EMF meter really crazy, or put your name down. So I found a few with unfortunate, sad stories, which again, didn't give me a name. I just happened to go with the flow. So hopefully I did indeed find them, and I will say prayer for both of them. Or actually 3 of them, including the dad of the little girl.
Suffering.
Okay, can somebody tell me why they're suffering and who's suffering?
Can you see us?
Unfortunately, no, I don't have that ability. That's why I have these little clear balls all around my room. Well, okay, but not all around my room. But anyways, 1 on the chair, and there's 4 here. But what happens is, which I showed earlier, is if you tap or move it, they light up. And as you see, it hasn't done that because only physical things can do it, or spiritual things can do it. So do you want to prove to us that you're here? You can light up these balls. Penelope and Cora Brown have done this for us. Maybe they can tell you how they did that, or maybe they can sample one of them. Then you can try it too. So again, I cannot see you, but that is one way to know you're here. And you can probably finally break the, energy. Yes, you do need to gain energy to tap the balls. That is true. So somebody's letting you know that you need to have energy. To get the energy, all 3 lights in my room are a source for you to gain energy. Gotta know what you guys do. Go up to it and then gather it and come back.
Peacefulness.
That's good to hear. I'm glad that you're feeling peacefulness. I'm hoping that's Earl and maybe the little girl, Marguerite. And like I said, if there's any children that reside at the Oak Hill Cemetery, there is a child seat with a ghost stuffy. His name is Oogie Boogie Woogie. And right next to it is a clear ball that again it just lights up when you get, either you could sit on the chair or you move it or tap on the ball. And it's cool to know that you're here. And I'm just going to randomly type in a name and realize nothing here.
I'm touching your hand.
I don't know which one you're touching. I have one holding the device that's filming and then one that's typing. Excuse me. So I typed in, just as a random thing, L-I-Z, just part of my name since Lizaria is very rare. And I got, unfortunate, some few young kids. I don't know how to pronounce these last names though, so I'll just show it to you. So this little girl is only 7 or 8.
Destruction.
Okay, I don't know how she passed away. Aw, even more sad. Her sister passed away very young. Because I was just looking up and I said, interesting. And then, sure enough, oh, that doesn't make, no, it does. So her mother did not live long. She was only 20 or 21 herself. It's interesting how I just typed in Lizzie just randomly and I found an unfortunate young family that passed away very young.
Please believe us.
So is Ellen, Nellie, and Lizzie here? Again, Ellen was 20. Nellie was very young, an infant. And Lizzie was a few years old, like a child. It reminds me of Penelope and Cora Brown. And then the husband lived to be in his 60s. So it must have been very heartbreaking to have 3 of his ladies in the family pass away. His wife and 2 of his daughters. His only daughters and children. I wonder if he's here. John? Is John here? Does he want to let me know how he feels, knowing he had to live a portion of his life, maybe at 40 years old, 40 years or so, without his wife and kids? Again, just totally random, by the way. Just typed in Lizzie, and that one caught my attention.
Killer.
Is there somebody who unfortunately did something? Is that why Ellen didn't make it at that age? Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me how she passed away. I just assumed it was due to having a baby, 1871, and then a year later. So, like complications with with having a baby. So the other one that caught my attention was another 20-year-old. Her name is Lizzie Eaton Claw. I can't remember. Noise. Oh, shoot.
Noise.
Yes, that's my dad in the kitchen. Or now he's back in the back or side yard. You can hear that? Yeah, that's my dad. It's funny. They can hear the noise. That's cool. Okay, that's proof right there because it says, please believe us. Well, that proves it right there. How did they know that the noise was happening that my dad had started to create in the kitchen and then now it seems on the side yard? Because today is, tomorrow's garbage day, so he's preparing for that. So that's him putting stuff in the bin. Cool. So sorry if you're disturbed by the noise. I can't help that. So I don't have much on Lizzie other than she passed away that young. So again, here's her name and her age. And her headstone's very covered with moss. So if that Lizzie's here too, you can again tap a capital, let me know if I'm helping you feel anything by discovering you out of randomness. I'm focusing more on the ones that didn't make it. Why? Another one. Lizzie Lay. Why did they?
Can you see me?
See, it said that earlier. Again, still, no, I can't see you yet. And probably not ever until I become one. So if you are one of the Lizzies that I have found, there's another one I just found, Lizzie Lay, who also passed away very young at age 21 or 22. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how she passed away either. Again, all you have to do to let me know you're here is just tap a capital, just like that. Okay, just tap a capital and I'll know that you're here. It'd be great to know that you're here. Penelope, Cora, if you can help them figure out how to use these capitals, that'd be great. So what are the odds of me typing in Liz, and then out of the 5, 3 of them didn't make it very long? Did I say 3 of them? I meant, shoot, another set. What? Another one that didn't make it that long. What is going on? Why am I finding Lizzie's that didn't make it that long? Something struck that town at that time and was, making these unfortunate young women to pass away.
The grave.
Yeah, there's unfortunately no grave photo for her. So what are the odds? Oh my gosh, okay. So December 10th, 1886 for Aiken. And then for the one with Clough, she passed away December 15th, 1880. And then we have Lizzie Hussey, 1876. And then we have Lizzie Lay, 1863. The only one that survived to be at least 56 was Grimshaw. Interesting. Nice. Found people that I would not have known out of the almost 4,000 souls. It just, I don't know, it just gave me an idea to type that name in. So if you want me to find you, I got a few more minutes, I think. Let me check. Yes, a few more minutes, and then I got to wrap it up. So if you unfortunately passed away very young, and you can tell me your name, I can confirm by going to your page. So you are a child, okay.
I'm a child.
So this could be that little Lizzie, or the Margaret, or Marguerite. So again, there's a lot of children that also passed away. So if you also happen to be here and I didn't say your name yet, you can please put it on the, just like you said, I'm a child. You can do that. Again, Cora L. Brown is also a child who resides there. Oh, she's 13.
13.
You're 13 years old? That's what you're letting me know, you're 13? Or you're letting me know there's 13 children that reside there. Okay, 13 age. Well, technically you're a teenager, but that or your 13 children reside here that you can tell me, or 13 children are here. Maybe there's 13 children spirits here?
Battle.
So are you letting me know you're a veteran? Maybe there's a veteran coming through? because there's a lot. There's 42 veterans. Wow. And some of them did not last very long at all. Wow. Yeah, I found a Albert Ball, no pun intended with my balls, who was only 30. Then we have his, I don't know if it's like a brother or just a relative, who was 47. Nahum Ball. Charles Benson, 43. Then these are all Civil War veterans, or World War One, maybe.
Devastation.
Actually, World War One. Yeah, it might be World War One or Civil War. I can't remember now. Hold on. No, definitely Civil War. Yeah, Civil War is 1861 to 1865. Okay, had to clarify that. Sorry. So again, so I know Albert Ball definitely passed away due to injuries. Yes, there was definitely a lot of battles there, from Civil War to the World War One to World War Two. Residual energy.
Residual energy.
Okay. So, like I said, there's 42 that have the veteran. I'm not going to show them, but there are definitely some that did make it for about 30 or 40 or 50 years old. But nothing with 13, of course. And it would be nice to be able to type in age 13 and then I can find that 13-year-old just like that. But no, Find a Grave did not take my suggestion. Look, there's plenty of room right there. You could totally squeeze in more ideas, like maiden name as well as age. That's what I suggested. Grr. I don't know. That's just me. So if you are that child that's 13, if you could tell me your name and I find you, that'd be cool. Unless you're tied to Penelope.
You are a miracle.
So no, her son lived to be 54. And her daughter lived to be a mother and age 90. All right, so I don't know, spirits. Either the balls are just, I don't know, difficult for them, even though it's easy for me to tap that frog one. And the turtle one and that white cat one has been here with me. Same with the orange kitty. The two new ones are the frog one and the one on the chair. And the penguin, yeah, that's dead. And no good. I'm losing my balls. Alright, I think I'm going to have to end it here. So, one last name would be nice. That's not a name though.
Spite.
If you put a K, if you replace a T with a K, you might be onto something. Buffy fans, anybody? You know, Spike. And there's nobody named with S-P-I. No. Is that a last name? No. Just making sure. I would hate to find out you did have a last name with that. So yeah, like I said, some were more based on doing some detective work, finding some interesting stories about very young spirits that have passed away, as well as children. And then by accidents or tragedy, take a left.
Take a left.
It's almost like someone driving in a car and telling the person to take a left. There's nothing at the left besides this and my water that I could have a sip. Darkness?
Darkness.
Yes, there are some dark areas. The dark kitty? Maybe somebody likes my dark kitty? Which, you know what I should start thinking about doing is putting that black kitty out there. Halloween's just around the corner. And maybe the little kids will like that instead of just the ghost stuffy. I know it's random, be just hearing darkness, but yeah. And then to the viewers, hopefully you guys will be astonished by the findings that detective had found in regards to these spirits and how they passed away. I can't tell you how, like, all the Lizzies had passed away so young. I might be able to spend some time tomorrow maybe to look that up, and if I find any information on Ancestry, I'll try to put that somewhere in their page. Mary. Hi, Mary. So, okay, there is plenty of Marys there. That I know. You know, 138 Marys. But there's one particular Mary that I've been asking a part of the... hold on. Oy vey. There's a specific Mary that I've been asking.
Stroke.
I got that earlier, remember? But maybe they're letting me know that Mary unfortunately passed away due to a stroke. Is that what you're letting me know, Mary? And the reason why I'm saying that Mary... Okay.
We hear you.
Okay, I'm trying to get my words out. Today is someone's birthday that's living. Her mother had passed away, and it's Mary. Mary Smith. And I've been asking for her to tap a capole to let me know if she's with her living daughter that has a birthday today. But I didn't get any activity on the balls. Again, either they're cursed or they're just difficult. And then I did get some spikes on the EMF when I was randomly speaking to the spirits about her. Okay.
Don't mess with me.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and type in maybe heart, just to see if anybody put that in. No. No, I don't have. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So she was letting me know. She said, go back to that story about the stroke. Remember the little girl? I'm the sister.
Obviously.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Obviously, okay. So, like I said, this is, again, the sibling of the little girl at the very beginning. And this is her coming through. She was trying to let me know that's the tie. Ah, I'm such a dum-dum. But there was, again, a Mary Smith who passed away, and her daughter is living. I did wish that living daughter a happy birthday today, and I was just hoping if Mary could just let me know that she was with her.
Harmony.
And I don't know if this was obviously, Mary, or obviously Mary Smith letting me know, obviously I'm with my daughter. Either way, both works. Sorry for not putting that together. This is a perfect way to end. Margaret in the very beginning, and her sister at the very end. So maybe they're living in harmony now? So she was a bookkeeper? Accountant? Okay. Great, banking. So she worked for Bank of America, or before it became a Bank of America.
Police.
Police. It'd be funny if I find something related to a police. Oh, wow. She apparently loved autos. She was among the first to have a Chevrolet Corvette in the 1960s. Wow. Ooh, wow. Is that what she wanted me to show? Aw, sorry about the aneurysm. Is aneurysm the same as stroke? Well, let me check it out. Did I just find her?
Meth.
So did the police catch somebody? So an aneurysm can be tied to it, possibly. But again, interesting. So I don't know if I could type in police in the bio and then see if there's a story about somebody getting caught by one. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, not related to. So Ray Marlon Dumond. I typed in police in that bio, and this is what I get. He was 38 years old when he was found passed away in his gas-filled apartment. It was due to, okay. Well, I can't say that word, but I'll show it to you, the S word. So the police were called.
Vengeance.
Vengeance, okay. When something smelled gas coming from his apartment. Oh, okay. They were all turned on. I'm sorry that you had to leave your wife, a son, and 3 daughters.
Powerful.
So again, I don't know. Yes, it is a powerful, sad story that you unfortunately thought that this was the way out. Something obviously triggered your decision to do what you did, if this is Ray. And to leave your wife and kids behind. I don't know. There's definitely something in you that definitely made you do what you did, unless you were letting me know it was tied to maybe someone making it seem that way. So if Ray did do this with the gas, turning all the range stove tops on and allowed himself to pass away in the apartment,
Gilbert.
There's no Gilbert in the family. Unless you're letting me know to type in Gilbert real quick. I do have a name, and I'll call this the last name. And then I'll try to say a prayer. There's two Gilberts. Gilbert Eldridge, and then Gilbert Darling. Both look like they live to be okay. In their 80s.
I understand you.
I'm glad you understand me. So unfortunately, nothing too intense on these stories. The other one was about 80, 79 years old. His wife was Abigail Darling. His children were Margaret, Charles, Harriet, and Anne. There you go. All right. Again, this was an interesting session, seeking a specific cemetery called Oak Hill Cemetery in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, where I found out that Penelope and Cora Brown reside. Since I've already had a session with them, I thought, why not try to continue to see if other spirits want to come through. So I didn't really get a lot of names, but I definitely got some clues to possible spirits that reside there. So this is a remove.
Remove.
Well, I have no clue what they mean by remove. Maybe their grave was removed, which I think it was, and then placed. Or not. Why do I feel like it said remove somewhere? Hold on. Oh.
You are beautiful.
Why, thank you. Hold on. I have to do the first one I went to. See? I knew it. We're going back to the beginning. Originally buried in Union Cemetery. And then she was now here. So that's what you mean, right? When he said remove, we're coming back to the little girl. And nobody's tapping Capel, so I'm going to tap my little white kitty to sign off early. Bye. To the spirits, this is the ending of Oak Hill Cemetery. Thank you for the compliments. It's been a pleasure. So, I don't know what's up with the Capels. But again, we got a lot of names that came through and interesting stories. This is Detective Lazaria signing out.